What's up, guys? I'm Don Smith, and this is What's Cooking Neighbor. And as always, I'm about to take your taste buds on a culinary journey. And how am I going to do that? Today, we are doing General Tso's chicken. So we have jasmine rice. Let's dive right into the ingredients right here. Already have some water over here. There's several different ways to make the perfect rice, and I figured out none of them. So this is going to be my attempt to make good rice, hopefully this time. So we got some water already heating up, going right there, waiting for us. We don't have to wait for it. We got some jasmine rice right here. We have boneless breasts. Usually I would like thighs on this because thighs is more juicier, there's more flavor. But today in Kroger's, what do you got here? We have breast already cut up, cubed up, and I don't have to do anything but just do what I got to do with that. We have some garlic, we have some ginger, we have bok choy, and I'll tell you what we're going to do with that a little later on. Cornstarch, red wine vinegar, we have some soy sauce, we have some sesame seed oil, and a little bit of red chili flakes for a little bit of heat right there, and some hoisin sauce and sugar. So let's get started. First things first, we're going to put our rice into our water and let that get going. Let that get going, give that a quick stir. Then we're just gonna let that do this thing. And what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna concentrate on our chicken really quick. Got a bowl here. Let's start our oven up, get that going. Once they get heated up hot, we're gonna give some canola oil in that. Let's see if I got some. Here we go. We got some gloves, so I don't have to mess my hands up too much with this chicken. Basically, all we're gonna do is open up this chicken that's already been diced for us, which is absolutely perfect. It's already been cubed up for us. Now all we got to do is just drop it in. Drop it into the pool. Everybody's going whether you want to go or not. Now this is a big debate of how you pronounce this, and I don't know if I pronounced it right. I probably didn't. But there's General Tso or General Tso's, or ever how you want to go with that. So right now I'm going to take this one off. We're going to go in with some seasoning salt. This is all. We're going to just put a little seasoning salt on that. And this is how we're going to make this nice and crispy. We're going to go in with some corn starch. With that, and with the hand, would still have the gloves on it, mix that up. Now this is going to get nice and crispy for our chicken. Then we're going to take this out, we're going to drain it, and we're going to carry on. So we're going to let that sit there for a minute. Our pan is nice and hot now. We're just gonna give a light pan fry. We don't want to deep fry this or a lot of oil. You can already see it's getting hot. You can see the shimmers going on right now with the oil. Clean up a little bit because I am a messy cook, as we all know. Go in with some tongs to make this a little easier for us. And a good way to test this, what we're going to do right now is first cut this down to medium, our rice. Give it a nice little stir. I usually cook rice way too fast and the water evaporates and the rice is still hard, so I'm not a great rice cooker. As you can see, I've already got my arm and wear already dirty. So what we're gonna do, let's see how hot this is. You can hear that pop sizzle going right now. And we're gonna go in with our chicken. And slowly start to fry. Get everybody into the pool. We're equal opportunists here. Everyone's gonna get a try because we're gonna eat every bit of it. And once we get our chicken in, we will start to work on the sauce that will go with this crispy chicken that's gonna make it absolutely delicious. And then we're gonna bring it all together with some jasmine rice. And oh yeah, that bok choy over there is just hanging out waiting. Want to know what what his contribution is gonna be? Well, I can tell you it's gonna be delicious. It's what your contribution is gonna be. Right now, guys, we got the rice going. We just got our chicken in. We're gonna keep frying that up. We're gonna do our rice thing. And when we come back, we're gonna make the sauce. We're gonna get into the bok choy. Everything is coming together the way it's supposed to be. I'm Don Smith. This is What's Cooking, Neighbor. Stay with us, come back, and we're gonna eat. We'll be right back.
Take a look at Campbellsville University's campus with us right here on WLCU TV, Campbellsville, Comcast Channel 10, and Digital Channel 15.
Busy days, busy night. When is your time? Campbellsville University has the online degree for you. Your time is now. DiscoverCUOnline.com.
What's up, guys? I'm Don Smith. Welcome back to What's Cooking, Neighbor. Let me tell you what's going on right now. If you're just joining us, we are doing General Tso's chicken, or General Tao's, or ever how you pronounce it. Just go with what you know. We got right here, we got our chicken already going. Now I went with some chicken breasts already cubed up, ready for it, so I don't have to do a lot of work, and you won't have to do a lot of work. We got our rice going right here. It is almost done. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna come over here, we're gonna concentrate on the sauce that's gonna go with our chicken. And what we're gonna do is hit this, have everything set up for us, a little red wine vinegar, about 2-3 tablespoons, and same with some soy sauce. Now be careful with the soy sauce because it is very salty, and you want to be able to control how much sodium you want to go into your dish, so it's totally up to you. And right here we got our sesame seed oil, and this is another thing. A little goes a long way, but I am a huge fan. Some people aren't. So again, it's up to you and your taste buds. So I'm gonna go with about 1.5 tablespoons right there. And we also got our sugar. And so what we're gonna do right now is get all these guys out of the way because we don't need you anymore. But we are gonna need some more cornstarch. So we're gonna go in with sugar, and we're gonna hit it with our sesame seed oil. Everything is going into the spa right here. Now our red wine vinegar and our soy sauce. Now we're gonna hit this with some of our cornstarch. Maybe a little more than was supposed to go in there, but we'll let that go. And we need a little bit of water to help balance all this out. So we're gonna come over here and hit that with some water. Now, what we're gonna do is whisk this up, and this will be our sauce to go on our chicken. And speaking of which, We're gonna run back over here because it's getting nice and crispy and brown, just how we want it. Give this a flip one more time. Beautiful golden brown on these. Some of the biggest complaint is they're not crispy enough or they're too soggy. Then we're gonna cut this down to low and let that finish, and then we're gonna take that out, let those drain back over here to our sauce. Continue to make everybody happy in the whirlpool. All right. Let that hang out there. What we're gonna do now is take our chicken and let it drain on this plate. And then we're gonna start to make some magic. Let's get all our chicken out. Look at the color on this. This is nice and crispy on the outside and beautiful and juicy on the inside. Now what we're gonna do is come over here and we're gonna drain a lot of this oil because we don't need it, but we do need a little bit of it. So we're gonna leave maybe a teaspoon in that, but let that just chill for a second. We're gonna come over here, now we're gonna come on our garlic. You know how we always get the garlic out of. Just give it a big smash. If you're angry, you're upset, you need some energy you need to let loose, this is the way to do it. Now we just take the paper off and it's already half done for us, so that's great. Now, well, all we're gonna do is give this a rough chop. And then you can get it as small as you want, or it depends on you. I'm a big fan of garlic, so big chunky pieces of garlic does not hurt me, but it just depends on you. Now our garlic, bring that to a side. And now we're gonna work with our ginger. Peel this really quick, and we're gonna do the same thing with our ginger that we just did with our garlic. We're just going to give it a rough chop, mince it up. And we're gonna continue on this, guys. And when we come back, we're gonna put all this together and we're gonna be eating. Stay with us right here on What's Cooking Neighbor. I'm Don Smith, and it's fun time. It's almost eat time. Stay with us.
WLCU TV Campbellsville, Comcast Channel 10 and Digital Channel 15, a service of Campbellsville University.
A champion doesn't get days off. It takes determination and drive to realize goals. From long nights to early mornings. From the courts to the classrooms to online. At Campbellsville University, this is why we play. This is how we learn. This is where champions are made. Find your calling for a life change at campbellsville.edu.
What's up, guys? I'm Don Smith, and this is What's Cooking Neighbor. So join me every Friday right here on WLCU, where I'll take your taste buds on a culinary journey. What's up, guys? Welcome back to What's Cooking Neighbor. I'm your host, Don Smith, and today we are General Sewing It or General Towels, whatever how you want to pronounce it. But we are doing it because we do it so well. And that's the way we do it. Right now, we're about to finish off this chicken. We have some garlic, we have some ginger, and we're gonna throw that into our pan. And you can go as heavy or not as heavy as you like. I love garlic, and I love ginger. So then we're gonna go in with some red chili flakes with a little heat. Again, your preference, ever how you want it. You want more, put more, want less, do less. We don't want this to burn. We don't want this just to start to get aromatic. Once you start smelling the ginger and the garlic. Oh, that smells so delicious. Now what we're gonna do now is throw in our chicken back into this. And see if we can't coat our chicken with that, with the ginger and the garlic and the red pepper flakes. Our rice is done. It's just hanging out over here. Now we're gonna go in with our sauce to finish this off. Now all we're gonna do is let this sauce thicken up and let it coat the chicken, let it get in there with the garlic and the red pepper flakes and the ginger. We'll cut this up just a little bit. So let that start doing its thing. And once that's done, guys, we are just about done, but really quick, we're gonna come over here to this bok choy. This is a little extra, totally optional, totally up to you. Some rough chops. And we already got our front on. Then we're gonna hit that with some canola oil just to coat the bottom. And we're gonna saute this real quick. And once that's sizzling and dazzling in there, we are done, guys. We're gonna get this going. Let's cut this up on high. This going too slow for me. Let's thicken that sauce up. Let's get that going. And you can see the shimmering and the rippling things going on in there. Exactly what we want. We're gonna go in with our bok choy. You hear that sound? That's music to your ears because that means it's hot and ready to go. Now all we're just gonna do is give this bok choy a quick saute. And with the rice and the bok choy on top of the rice with a little bit of this General Tso chicken on top of that, guys, we are almost headed to the home stretch. It's not gonna take long because this is the contrast of this. We got the crunchy texture of our bok choy, and then we got this nice saucy chicken going with our jasmine rice. A lot of flavors, a lot of textures going on right there. A lot of things to play with. And like I always say, guys, you couldn't play with your food when you was a kid. Play with your food when you're an adult. Try new things, do new things. Our bok choys. And you can start to smell the sesame seed oil with the ginger and the garlic and all those guys over here in the pool hanging out with each other. Now let's just coat the chicken. We're gonna cut it back down. And if you see the sauce is congealing a little bit, all we're gonna do is we're gonna take it back here and add a little water. And that's gonna help loosen this back up and make everything a beautiful little sauce again. All right, guys, we are almost there. Our bok choy is right where we want it now. We can cut that off. Now you know what time it is, guys. It's time to plate up. And we're gonna get a little bit of that rice right there in the middle. Some of this bok choy on top like so. Come over here, get a couple pieces of our chicken. How gorgeous is that, guys? So now you know what time it is. We're gonna have to go in for a bite. Get some of that rice. The flavors, everything is there. The bok choy gives it a nice little crunch, a different of the textures. Guys, this is easy to do, easy for me, so it's gotta be easy for you. So join us next time. I don't know what we're gonna cook. You don't know what we're gonna cook, but it's gonna be something delicious, I can tell you that. Right here on What's Cooking Neighbor, I'm Don Smith. Stay with us, come back, join us. Let me know what you want me to cook. We'll get crazy. I love to get crazy. But right now, I'm about to go dive back into this. We'll see you next time.